We have a lot to talk about. I see some people already in the chat. Welcome to the building. Nathan, Pitbull Mama, Brandon, Annie, welcome to the live stream. I'm going to message all you guys. Roger, come into the chat this morning. We greatly appreciate you as we get started. We got a lot to talk about. Obviously, every day, live, 10 a.m. We have big announcements. Something's going on. Richard Mason in the chat pops in the building. How you doing? Welcome back to the live stream. Everybody, good morning to you guys. Got the flag behind me. We're going to get it waving in a second. I'm going to press it right now to get it waving and get it moving. But you know what I did? I wanted to pause it because all these advertisements are starting. We're talking about the massive illegal immigrant raid that is going on right now. Again, people, the massive illegal immigrant raid that is going on right now. Big one in New York City. People are coming into the chat right now. Good morning to all you guys. I got the polls in the chat right now. Should illegal immigrants be deported? I got that in the chat. There's a big reason why I brought this up today. First and foremost, can you guys hear me okay? Good morning to all you guys. If you can hear me okay, put a Y in the chat right now. Everybody, Richard, Nathan, Tracy in the chat right now. Pitbull Mama, Brandon, Annie. If you're in the live stream right now, can you guys hear me okay? Put yes in the chat. I appreciate it. I got a microphone on this side. And yesterday I noticed I was live and the mic that I was using, little mic behind this one, just for today's purposes. And I realized the mic wasn't working properly. I said, what the hell is going on? So I'm going to make sure that we get this going properly and the mic is loud and clear for you guys to hear me. We're talking about, again, the massive illegal immigrant deportation and what's going on, how they're doing it. I got to tell you something. The people of New York are walking around thanking police officers, thanking security, Homeland Security, thanking Donald Trump, thanking the administration, thanking what they're doing for a lot of reasons, okay? And a lot of people come into the chat right now. Welcome to the building. Good morning to you guys. Put your states in the chat wherever you're based. Drop it in the chat right now for all the new people coming in. And all the people that have been here before, I greatly appreciate you. Yesterday, we had a lot of people, over 100 people in the building yesterday. Today, there's going to be a lot of people in here. And everyone that's watching this right now, hit the like button. Everyone that's in here, Nathan, Richard Mason, Pops, how you doing? Tracy, everyone in here right now, Pitbull Mama, hit that thumbs up button. That is how it boosts the ratings and gets all those people in here. Like I told you right now, I know a lot of people don't know how to do it on your mobile device. Double tap your screen right now. If you're on your phone, boop, boop, that's how you do it. And at the bottom right, you got the dots there to vote on the question today. Should illegal immigrants be deported? All right, let's dive into it right now. Everybody hit that like button. I'm going to let a lot of people in here today. Just saying, it's going to get rowdy. It's going to get entertaining. It's going to get a lot of control. You're going to see people saying some things they shouldn't say. You're going to see people in here coming in saying things that, you might not want to see. But that is why today we got to say it like it is. Coming to live stream today. Good morning to all you guys again. We're talking Donald Trump, the administration. Should they deport the illegal immigrants in this country that have come from everywhere else? And there's a reason why we're talking about this today is because, like I was getting to this in the beginning of the conversation, New York City, Roger, good morning to you coming to the chat. If you're just joining us today, come in the building, leave your message in the chat so I can say your name in the chat right now. Everyone in New York City is walking around and they're thanking police officers, thanking Homeland Security, thanking a lot of people. Timothy Taylor's in the building. Welcome to the chat. Let me say something real quick. When youth soccer starts, the amount of deportations will. Whoa, this is true. I didn't even mention that. Timothy brings in a good topic. We got to get to that in a second. That's a good. When the soccer starts, everybody's around. You're going to see a lot of people showing to play some sports. You're exactly right. I love that message. I'm going to get to that in a second. Everybody, if you're just coming into the chat, if you didn't do so yet, put your freaking name in the chat. Put your state in the chat. Let us know that you're here. Brandon said, Biden forever. Yeah, right. Coming to the chat. How you doing? Welcome. Robert White, how you doing? Yes, 100%. All of your righteous people go to these countries for them. Check this out. Okay, let's get started with this question today. A lot of people are going to come in here today, just so you know. Everybody hit that like button. I'm going to let 20 people in here. Then I'm going to let 30 people in the chat. Then I'm going to let 40 people in the chat. So everyone you watching, hit that thumbs up. All you got to do it, double tap your screen and your name will pop up over here. And I will see that you liked it. I will see your name pop up on the screen. I greatly appreciate that. And I will thank you. So here we go. let's get to the nitty gritty for a second. Okay. You got an administration that has been in here for 4 years before Donald Trump got in. Okay. You're talking about administration that legit just, I got blocked there. When I keep getting phone calls, I'm going to find a way to do that where I block it. I think someone said just put do not disturb, which I'm going to do so. Now, we had an administration in there with Joe Biden, obviously in the building, with Kamala Harris, Kamala, I got to say it twice. And then you keep on going. Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, Obama, and Michelle Obama, and you can keep on going, right? That administration was out there allowing people to come here and stay. Now, am I saying they let everybody come all the time? No, but what I am saying is they did almost absolutely nothing to get those people in this country, and they will not right now, even to this day. If you look at all the Democrat channels, and look, I don't want to divide people from a Republican and a Democrat conversation. That's not why I'm doing this, okay? That's not why I'm doing this. And I do appreciate that message. I don't look American. I'm going to get to that in a second. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will talk about that in a second as well. Now, if you're in the chat right now, who did you vote for? Put Trump in the chat. Who did you vote for? Let us know in the building. Who did you vote for? Trump, or did you vote for Kamala Harris? Let us know in the chat right now. Now, what I want to say is this. When you take a look at the administration, how all those people were pouring into the building, pouring into our country, pouring across Mexico, pouring wherever they were going, right? As they were pouring across the country and pouring across the whole situation, people were very confused. And why were they confused? Because they were like, why do you want all those people to pour in here in massive herds? And there's all these conspiracy theories, right? Oh, well, they want them to all pour in here so that way they vote Democrat, so keep on getting Democrat, keep on voting Democrat. That didn't work out. That shit didn't pan out. We had more. This year was a landslide. We saw that, right? It was a landslide of people voting for Trump. Now, the biggest concern that I have is if you look at all the Democrat channels, they're like, oh, the people should be able to stay here. I'm trying to figure out why on earth do all the Democrat channels, they have to be making this up. They have to literally be like doing this for these networks. There's no possible way that those Democrats can actually believe that it makes any sense whatsoever to allow all those people to pour in here, and then they want to protect them to stay here. And that's the problem, right? That's the problem. So at the end of the day, when you're looking at the whole situation of the administration, one that's in right now is like, look, we gotta fix this shit. We can't mess around. We got 30 people in the building. I'm gonna let more people in the chat right now. I'm about to let 50 people in the live stream right now. Everybody double tap the screen right now at the like button. I'm gonna let 50 people into the chat. If every single one of you double taps your screen, I'm gonna let 50 people in the chat. We're gonna hit 100 today, and it's gonna get rowdy. And I got some awesome gifts to give out. So everyone stay in the building right now and double tap that screen. Now, here's the situation. Okay, here's the situation. Now that Trump is starting the massive deportation, and he's going through, and there's a big raid in New York City. And you see those people walking down the streets for the first time in like 3 years. The first year when Biden got in, it was like, all right, we'll see what happens. After the first year, and they saw New York City start to change and shift. What I'm saying is, these people, the first year in New York City, didn't know what to expect with Biden. Didn't know what to expect. And again, if I come off for 1 second, it's because I'm getting phone calls. I'll block them and get right back to you. They didn't know what to expect. When they saw their city being taken over in New York, when Chicago saw their city being taken over, LA saw their city being taken over, all these places around the world, all these massive cities, they're voting for that. That's the part that's so crazy to me, is that, and I'm not hating on a Democrat or hating on a Republican or hating on a culture or race. I'm telling you, the craziest thing ever is that I'm getting ready to let 50 people in the chat right now. I'm getting ready to let a lot of people in the chat. And look, we welcome all comments. We don't care what people say. Bring it in the chat right now. Let us know. I don't care if you hate it or love it. Bring it to the chat right now. And I got some advertisements like coming behind me right now. I will fix in a second, which I want to have the flag waving. So let me do that. I'll do that in a second. I'll stop this behind us. We'll have the flag back on here in just 1 second. These are ads that will pop up. What I'm saying, we got 50 people in the chat right now. Everybody put 50 in the chat right now. Listen, I'm going to let 100 people in the live stream right now if everybody hits the damn like button. And listen, I'm going to get to your second. Zaz, sorry that you don't look American. That's okay if we don't look American. We're going to talk about that in a second as well. We appreciate all the messages coming into the chat. We appreciate all of them. So do not worry about anybody saying anything crazy. We appreciate the messages and we love them, and we do not want anything to be removed. We want everyone to say what they got to say in the chat. We don't want to remove those messages. We want people to say what they feel in here, and that is so important to me. So say it and call it like it is. Do not hold back. Leave it in the chat. I don't care. Now, when Trump steps in office, okay, and by the way, I'm just letting you know, regardless who you voted for, doesn't matter right now. It's what you think about the people that are in the country right now. As these people of Homeland Security are going through and removing and deporting all these people and putting them on planes and taking them to their countries, why do you think that these countries are denying their own people? Literally, in the chat, tell me, why do you think Mexico, Venezuela, whatever, all these countries, why do you think their countries are legit blocking the planes from landing? Like, we don't want these people in our country. You can keep those people. Like, hell no, you can keep those people. We don't want them. Thank you for taking them, Joe Biden. They wished Biden stayed in office because they would have had, their country would have been just chilling. Their entire system is getting better. Why all their freaking nonsense people are pouring into our country. And I'm going to say something for a second. Not everybody's crazy. People that are coming from other countries, I'm not saying everyone's a freaking nonsense, crazy lunatic. I'm not saying every single person that comes over here is a pain in the ass or a bad person or a violent criminal or bringing narcotics or trafficking. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we just don't know which ones are, right? That's the concern. Joel came into the chat, said military men are closer to God than any Christians. Hey, I got to tell you, we appreciate our military more than anything. Can we get a USA in the chat right now? Everybody, can we get USA in the chat right now? In the chat right now. Hey, listen, don't worry about people that come in the chat and say things that are bad. Who cares? As long as they're not saying things that get us, kicked off YouTube and saying a whole bunch of bad slurs and stuff. If they're not saying crazy bad words or foul language or racial remarks, like bad remarks, let them fly in the chat. Let them fly in the chat. We don't want them to go miss in the chat. We want them to bring it to us. RB, welcome to the building. How you doing? Dorcas, how you doing? Richard, Stevie's girls in the building. Brandon, let's go. Pitbull Mama, let's go. Put it in the chat. Let me see USA. USA, Robert, how you doing? How are you doing? I don't care, Republican or Democrat. If you love the country, put USA in the chat. It doesn't matter. Nathan, welcome to the chat. We appreciate you. Let's go. Everything you see in here. Zaz, what's going on? You need to read every view you can, buddy. I appreciate it, Zaz. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate your messages. Thank you. Everyone's coming to the chat right now. If you're new in the chat right now, put your state. If you did not put where you're based at, drop it in the chat right now. We're talking about, if you're just joining us, we're talking about all the illegal immigrants. When I say illegal, we're talking people that have come here in the last XYZ years and have no idea who they are. There's a lot of great people that have come here, by the way. Let me see. CE6EJ, Ohio. Let's go. We got New Jersey in the house. Minnesota in the house. Babylonian. There we go. Let's get, hey, who else is in the building right now? Everyone coming to the chat right now. Here we go. Keep on going. Keep on going. Everybody keep on coming into the building. Keep on coming to the chat. We appreciate your messages. Keep on dropping them. Now, here's the whole situation in the chat. Dennis, Chicago, real quick in the chat. Who did you vote for? Brenda, how you doing? Coming into the chat right now, everybody. Trump or Harris? Who did you vote for? Drop it in there right now. Here we go. Devon said, letting Zach exercise his First Amendment as long as life is tuned in. Hey, we got to let them come in here and talk. Who cares? Keep on coming into the building right now. Trump and Harris, drop it in the chat. We got Alaska in the building. I'm getting ready to let 100 people in the chat. If you're watching this live right now, and you're against all these legal immigrants here, hit that like button right now. Double tap the screen. How do you do it? You double tap your damn screen. This is our community, people coming into the building, all these familiar faces. We appreciate you and love you so much. Brandon from North Florida. We got people all over. Alaska's a beautiful state. Alaska, what a beautiful state. Completely out there rocking and rolling. This year's Trump was a landslide. We know that. A lot of people get upset about it, but it was a freaking landslide. Hey, listen, if we can get to 20 likes in the next minute, I'm giving lucky person in the chat $100 right now. We got 17 likes. Keep on running it up right now. We're about to get 100 people in the chat. I'm getting ready to let 100 people in the live stream right now. Zoo, how you doing? Blue Sky, how you doing? Zachary, how you doing? Coming to the chat. We appreciate you. Show some love. Drop your state in the chat. Darian, first, how you doing? How are you seeing USA upcoming 4 years in Trump administration? By the way, I'm from Washington, D.C. We appreciate you coming in from Washington, D.C. We appreciate people coming into the chat. And all the new people, put your first time in the chat. Put first time in the chat right now because we're going to welcome you. Put first time in the chat right now for your first time joining us on our show. RB, Trump for the third time. It's 30 degrees on Oregon coast. Let's go. Now, let me tell you something, people. I'm not using all my beautiful cameras in here. I'm literally using my mobile device right now because we're expanding our studio. So people that are coming in for the first time are wondering, hey, is this your show? Yes, but it's way better than this. All kind of graphics and cool shit. We're just not doing that right now because we're expanding it and making it a lot better. And yes, I shaved. I went for this shaved look because I said, you know what? Let me see if I can switch it up a little bit. By the way, if you didn't know this, I used to work out a lot. I was shredded. Now, when you don't work out all the time and you shave, you see it right here. Got to fix that. Call it like it is. Got to fix that shit. Coming into the chat right now. Who else in the building right now? Irvin said, here we go. Kilometer, what's going on? People coming to the chat. Here we go. Do you think, this is a question to you guys right now. It's in the polls too. In the chat right now, before we get started into the piece that I want to get to, yes or no, should Donald Trump and the Republican administration, okay, JD Vance, should they deport all the illegal immigrants? Yes or no? Get in the chat right now. Get in the chat right now. Yes or no? Yes or no? By the way, I see the messages come here. Zaz says that I need to be white because I voted for Trump. David, hi, I'm from Montreal, Canada. Love having you here. Come into the chat right now. Should they be illegal? Yes or no? Should they be deported? Yes or no? Drop it in the chat. Everybody come into the chat right now. And you guys can talk to Zaz. Tell them how you feel about it right now. Let me read that name. Zaza Runts. Never heard a name like that. We appreciate it coming to the chat. Keep on leaving your messages. We love them. Rome, how you doing? Should they deport illegal immigrants? By the way, when I say this, this has nothing to do with race. This is purely people that are coming here from other countries that don't have it done correctly. Coming to the chat right now. Arian, how you doing? Iranian, I'm just watching. I appreciate you. If it's your first time watching, put first time so we can welcome you. We love and appreciate you. We're live every day at 10 o'clock. We do sports entertainment. This is just clearly about what's going on in the world right now. We'll get back to sports and the Super Bowl tomorrow. But right now, we're talking about the crazy shit that's going on. New York City, people are walking around thanking police officers, walking around thanking. We got 100 people in the building right now. Everybody drop 100 in the chat. We got 100 people in the building right now. Everybody put 100 in the chat. What I'm saying is the hard part, here we go. David said, come here legally, like my wife did. Awesome. That's what I'm saying. It's not because we don't love people that come here. It's because we don't know who they are. And when we have our own problems here in America already, right? Jamie, what's going on? I have illegal friends that do farm work that no one else will do. That's a good, listen, I love that message, by the way. Jamie came into the chat and said, I have people that are illegal doing farm work that no one's going to do. They're doing a lot of shit that no one's going to do. I agree 1,000%. People from other countries, Mexico in particular, are hard freaking workers. I'm telling you right now, you hire a freaking Mexican to come in your damn house to work, he's going to work his ass off. And I love it. I'm telling you right now, I got people come to my house. I'm not saying that they don't do great work. I'm not saying that we don't need people like that. We do 100%. What I'm saying is because of the safety of our country, I'm asking you, do you think Donald Trump was doing the right thing by deporting people that are illegal? Because we just don't know what is going on or where they are going. You understand what I'm saying? Andrew said, question about what people who came here illegally but are trying to get papers and have it in 10 years. I say out criminals, but the people who actually want papers can stay. Look, that's the hardest part about the whole conversation is we have people that have come here that are great freaking people. The concern is there's so many people that are not great people and we can't determine who the hell is who. Like people are like, okay, how can you stay, but you can't stay? And then you're a kid, you were born here, you got to go. You can say, that is why we have a freaking problem in this country right now is people don't know what's going on. Hit that like button right now. If we get to 50 likes, I keep giving this opportunity. If we get to 50 likes in the next minute, I'll throw a random person in the chat $100 right now. If you're watching a live stream right now on your mobile device, double tap your screen. If we get to 50 likes in the next minute, we only got 30 to go. There's 100 people in the building. I will give a random person in the chat $100. I'm just saying, I want to give back to you guys to support my show. I love and appreciate you. Hit that like button, double tap your screen if you're watching on your mobile device or on your computer. Hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate you. I'm live every day, 10 a.m., sports entertainment. Let me read some of these messages right now. Kim, food prices will skyrocket without farm workers. They also pay taxes for that work. I think deporting illegal immigrants who contribute nothing should be deported. Wait, hold on. Who contribute? Yeah, that's the thing. The people that come, the hardest part, Joe Jackson in the building, Brandon, Mr. T, Bowles, out of 1,000 people, how many are bad people? Good question. Good question. Guys, answer the question. You guys answer these. If there's 1,000 people deport, 1,000 people come in here illegally, how many of them are actually bad people? Right? They're not all bad people. There's some great people. So the shitty part about it is you got kids that got to go with their families. Look, I'm not saying the right or wrong answer. I'm telling you, we have expectations in this country that we have to deal with, and it's really difficult to be able to do this the right way. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Zachary, what's going on? What's going on? Pretty base chat, or do you say pretty biased? That is what you're saying. Joe Jackson, the only logic here is they came in illegally. They shouldn't have. That's right. That's right. Phoenix, I appreciate that. Thank you for the message, Phoenix. I appreciate you. If it's your first time watching us today, in the chat, put first time. Please let us know in the chat. If it's your first time watching, put first time in the chat. Let's go. Queen of Gamers, I look illegal. Yes, I am biracial. I am mixed. I'm white and black. Call it like it is. I'm giving you the God's honest opinion. I'm giving you the opinion from people. And Rome, we appreciate you. If it's your first time, everybody, welcome them. If someone says first time, welcome them. Show them some freaking love right now, people. Show them some love right now. This is unbiased. This is unbiased. This is the truth of how America is feeling right now after having Joe Biden and Kamala Harris for 4 years, where we felt so unsafe against other countries, right? That's what we're talking about right now. That's what we're talking about right now. What state are you based in? Now that everyone's coming into the chat right now, good morning. Everybody put your state in the chat right now. Because we have all the people coming into the building right now, one more time, everybody, drop your state in the chat so we can show everybody where we are, where everyone's based at right now, please, so people can see. Drop your state in the chat right now. Everybody, drop it right now. Alaska, Tennessee, California, Tennessee again, Texas. Here we go. Keep going. Here we go. Indiana, Maine, more Indiana, Florida. Drop them in the chat right now, people. Let's go right now. Drop them in the chat. If you're just coming to building, South, East, Georgia, drop it in the chat. We appreciate it. Mississippi, Oklahoma, Ohio. Drop it right now. If you're from another country, then put your country in the chat. Let's go. Roger from Jersey, we love and appreciate you. Uncle Roger, we love and appreciate you. Pitbull Mama Moderator, we love and appreciate you. Illinois, RB, always in the building. We appreciate you. Oregon, Brandon from Q, we love you. We appreciate you. T, Key West. Here we go. New York. Look, people that are coming to the chat right now, we greatly appreciate everyone's message. So I don't give a damn. Michigan, South Africa, Colorado. When you're coming to the chat, it's okay. Let's see what Vaughn has to say here. It feels like the Twilight Zone. How many people are confused as to why we just want the proper vetting before that? That's right. We just want the proper things done so we can be happy in this country. That's all. That's all. It isn't about white, black, Spanish, or whatever culture or whatever country. It's about knowing the person when they get here. I was born here. Therefore, I have documents, fingerprints, paperwork, all the shit. My parents, if I do something, they're going to find me today. These people coming across this border, where the hell they're coming from? We can't figure shit out. Guys, we have 35 likes in the chat. We need to get to 50 right now. Everybody hit the thumbs up button right now if you think they should be deported. And if you don't think so, hit the damn like button, anybody, so we can share this message out this morning. We're live every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m., and we got to get it out there. We got to get it out there. Here we go. Favorite master said, do you want strangers in your home? Heck no, exactly. Exactly. Dorito Man, doing it the right way. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Everybody right now, come in through the door. See that, right? These messages coming into the building. I appreciate it. Are you joining Canada? That's another question in the chat right now. That's another question in the chat right now. And when I come on here and I talk to people in the building, I'm like, look, let's be clear. Everyone in the building, look, everyone in the chat right now, we have white people, black people, Spanish people, foreign people. I'm showing love to everybody. I don't give a damn where you're from. But if you come in my backyard and the country has no idea who you are and you're walking around, I need my kids safe at school. I got 4 children. I got 4 children in school. Do you know how unsafe? We had a golf cart that we purchased that had a Apple, those little readers on there. When you're driving around, it's beeping like beep, 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 like, whoa, what's going on? Someone was tracking the golf cart. Now, did they put it on when we were at the park? Did they put it on when they saw the golf cart sitting somewhere? Now they're tracking you. We have no idea. Now, we have our own problems in this damn country anyway. It could have been a regular person. It could have been a regular person. It could have been a normal person. It could have been a citizen. I'd say normal, regular, but it could have been a citizen or not a citizen. We just don't know, right? So many people are coming into the chat right now. Blaine said, deport, deport, deport. Can we get, hey, hold on a second. Can we get a USA chant in the chat right now? I don't give a shit what you are. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. Can we get USA in the chat right now? Because Donald Trump is about to take USA to the top, stronger than ever, bigger than ever, doing the damn thing. Our military's growing. People are going to be like, yo, not fucking with them. Don't mess with us. Because if you do, we're bringing the heat. We're bringing the heat. We don't want to bring the heat. We don't want to bring the heat, right? We just want to, we want to be respected. We want to be known as tough. You see our Olympics out there. When you watch the Olympics, people in other countries are like, shit, he got the American shit on. When you're racing, you see the American flag on the guy, you're like, oh, this is going to be a long race, man. Then you see boxing. Oh, it's going to be a long fight. Then you watch anything, basketball. Oh, here comes LeBron James. Golf. Oh, my God. You keep on going. We do everything. Swimming. Listen, Michael Phelps, we got gymnasts. America is so damn blessed because you know why? If you go back in time, our country is full of literally all these people that actually were immigrants, right? But the problem is now we have a different situation here. The safety, the protection of the people born here, it has changed drastically. It can't just be the wild, wild west. We have beautiful children being born every day. We can't keep on doing that. And I see the tariffs in the building. Shaggy said tariffs. Do you think in the chat, yes or no? Should Trump apply those tariffs to help us get rid of taxes? Right? That was yesterday's conversation. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it. Do you think Donald Trump should apply those tariffs, right? Apply those tariffs to these other countries to eliminate our taxes so our American citizens can get rid of tax? Yes or no? Drop it in the chat right now. Everybody, drop it in the chat right now. So important to have this conversation. And everyone that's hitting the like button right now, we need 2 more likes to hit 40. Everybody, we need 2 more likes to hit 40 likes in the chat. We got to do that right now. Let's spread this shit like wildfire. We appreciate it because our show is expanding. We have massive sponsors coming in the chat. If you're just joining us right now, this show is just on my mobile device. I have all my computers and cameras. You know what? Let me show you in a second. Hold on a second. Let me show you this while you guys are live watching this. I don't give a damn. Hold on a second. Let me show you something real quick. Let's spin this around. Now, look. You see this right here? Look, I have all this shit on my desk, right? This is another thing here, watching you guys on camera. This is lights. Look over there. We got a TV screen that I can see what's going on. We got lights there. We got lights there. We got lights over here. Lights over here. We got monitors. By the way, I can turn on my soundboard. This is what we're doing. We got my headphones set right here. Right here. Boom. That's coming on the Rodecaster Pro. It's coming on now. Boom. You see all the lights ready to rock and roll. On my desk, I got my coffee right here, as you know. And I did have some muffins this morning. Little bites. I eat them every day, by the way. Shouldn't. Right, here we go. So you see what's going on. Our studio, a lot of things are going on here right now. So in the chat right now, real quick before I fix my phone here, put Trump in the chat right now if you voted for Trump. If you voted for Trump, put Trump in the chat right now. Everybody, let me see it right now. Trump in the chat if you voted for Trump. Because we're going to see. Here's the thing. Here's the situation. People that voted for Trump, a lot of them are like, deportation. Now, people that voted for Biden out there, right? People that voted for Biden are like, no, keep all the illegal people here. What? Like, it doesn't matter who you voted for. If you voted for Trump or Biden, or sorry, Harris. Let me rewind for a second because I said Biden and I meant to say Harris. Okay? I meant to say Harris because that whole shit was screwed up. Everybody knows Biden was running. He got kicked out of office. Democrats were like, you suck. Trump made you look like crap, right? Did you guys see the debate with Trump and Biden? Yes or no? Did you guys see the freaking debate with Trump and Biden? It was embarrassing, right? It was embarrassing. Biden was saying things that were off the wall, and Trump said, I don't even think you know what you just said right now. Like that was the message that got it for me. It was, I don't even think you know what you just said right now. And when he said that, oh, the pain in all the Democrats, the pain was like, shit, like the pain. Because they knew it was over. They knew it was over, right? Am I wrong? And when that happened, They forced Kamala Harris in office. Kamala, whatever. Gotta say it both ways. Whatever. By the way, we are 8 likes from hitting 50 likes in the chat. Let's freaking go right now. 8 more likes, people. 120 people in the building. If everyone in here hits that like button right now, we hit 50 likes in the chat. I'm gonna let 200 people in the live stream, and it's gonna get rowdy in here right now. If everybody in the building right now hits a like button, I'm gonna let 200 people in the live stream, and it's gonna get really rowdy in here because you're gonna see Republicans and Democrats coming to the chat, and you're gonna see some arguments in here. I'm just telling you right now, prepare for some arguments in here. So at the top right now, if you're watching on your mobile device, double tap your screen right now, and it's going to get rowdy in here because I'm going to let 200 people in the live stream. You're going to see Republicans. You're going to see Democrats. You're going to see a lot of crazy shit going on. So get in there right now and pop that like button right now because we're getting ready to rock and roll. Now, let's talk about all these damn children that were born here or that came over here. When all those children came across with their family, and they're illegal too, the hardest part, and I've been saying this, is this. All of these adults, they know what they're doing. They know they came here illegally. They're trying to do their best. They're trying to make it happen. And I'm not saying that they're bad people. They're trying to get out of their damn country because it sucks where they're at. And they're coming over here, and I can appreciate that. But when they get here, and they bring all their kids and all that, when they start deporting these male and women, illegal people, all of a sudden, these kids are like, can I stay? Or I'm in school, can I stay? And obviously, it feels like shit, right? It feels like shit. Why? Because nobody wants to see a poor kid start off in a shitty direction because of the situation. I get it. Foggy said, send them all back. Joe said, so many illegals are voting no. Jasmine Rice said, let's go. Brandon, let's go. Luke Knight, everybody in the chat right now. If you guys could, if you're first time in the chat, put first time. Hey, hold on a second. Real quick. If you guys are watching the Super Bowl, we're going to do this tomorrow. If you guys are watching the Super Bowl coming up, put heads or tails in the chat right now. I got to do that. I do it every day on our live show. If you're watching the damn Super Bowl, put heads or tails in the chat right now. I just want to know what you pick if you walk out your Jalen Hurts or your Patrick Mahomes and you're picking heads or tails. Drop it in the chat right now, heads or tails, people, because I got a bet coming up, and I got to decide what the hell I'm going to pick. Heads or tails, drop it in the chat. Hurry up. Okay. I saw this thing that said tails never fails, right? And I came out, it was one of the guys on my football team. I saw that in the chat just now. And by the way, if this shit people keep calling my damn phone, I got to block them. So it said tails never fails. I said, tails never fails. I like that. And I'm like, yeah, I pick heads all the time. But it was tails never fails. So I don't know what the hell to do. And I got a bet coming up, $1,000 bet. I got to decide something. Tails never fails or heads. I got to figure something out here. Now that you guys are back in the live stream, rocking and rolling, here's the next piece of the pie here. Do you think that they're going to make Trump look like the bad person, right? Like, here's the problem. He steps in office, and he's like, I got to get this shit done for America. Was Biden getting it done for America, or was Biden getting it done for other countries, right? By the way, 50 likes in the building. I'm about to run it up right now, everybody. Sorry, I got a phone call, so the shit screwed up. People got out. They're going to try to get them back into the building right now. Trump dominated the election in so many ways. And he used people like Elon Musk as a supporter. Someone that's out there doing a bunch of stuff in the world, big time business person, trying to help out with a lot of things. And then Kamala Harris used a bunch of people twerking on stage. She brought in Beyonce. Did you see the people? Cardi B. Did you see the people that they brought in? Look, some entertainers. Beyonce, great in music. Cardi B, great in music. She brought in all these people to go up there and speak. Oprah, for God's sakes, and still got toasted. Can you imagine if she didn't have that money from Joe Biden, from their little war chest, whatever it's called, and she didn't have the money, and she didn't have all those freaking celebrities talking, and she didn't pay? Did she pay them? Literally, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, all this money that she had to get going, and people are like, oh yeah, wow, they're doing a good job. Yeah, all the money, all these people. Donald Trump is using a lot of his own money for this shit. Right? He's using all his own money for this shit. So I'm just saying, people come to the chat right now. How about Elon Musk? Do you guys like Elon Musk? Yes or no? In the chat right now. Do you guys like Elon Musk? Put Musk in the chat. Put yes in the chat. I want to see what you guys think. Yes or no? I want to see what you guys think. A lot of people love him. A lot of people hate him. Drop it in the chat right now. Elon Musk, yes or no? And you can tell me why. Look, Republicans like him and hate him. Democrats like him and hate him. Drop it in the chat. I see a lot of no's and yeses. Great, run it right now, everybody. Yes or no? Yes or no? Drop it in the chat right now. A lot of people that love Trump might not like him. A lot of people that don't like Trump. It's the same thing. It's hit or miss. This is hit or miss. Is Musk taking over? This man's doing a lot of shit. This man's doing a lot. Look, you can love some things, hate some things. Trying to get your opinion on this. You guys are part of my show. I want to see what you guys think. Molly, Richard Gable, Paul, Jasmine, Roger, everyone coming to the chat right now. I want to say Rome, Robert. Let me say all your names right now. Drop it in the chat right now. Alberta, how you doing? Must the boss. Jasmine, say no to Rome. Jamie, he's giving many copyrights, his inventions to charity. Hey, look, Elon Musk is out there building some shit. BR, yes, most people that are poor have zero clue what he's accomplished. Hey, this is conversation we got to have right now. We got to have this conversation. Here's the thing that I want to ask you guys about illegal immigrants. Kamala Harris, whatever, Joe Biden, if they want all these illegal people to come here, can you imagine if they were in their backyard? Like, imagine they live and these illegal immigrants are just pouring in their backyard or going down their street hanging out. I bet you they would have a different mindset of this if, in fact, they had illegal immigrants in their backyard or at their house, right? Let's be honest. Let's be honest right now. It's easy to say, oh, yeah, let them all in. And then when you're parading outside your house, or people that have a business or a storefront, right? You got people at your house, or you got people at your business just standing outside. You don't know who they are. You're going to be like, yo, get these people out of here. They're killing my business. People are scared to walk down New York City streets and come shopping at my store. That's the thing about it that people are not understanding. Like, building an empire is back in the United States of America. Building it is more important right now for us to get stronger as a nation. And it isn't even about white, black, Spanish, Republican, Democrat. It's about the U.S. coming together, right? And for the military, listen, for the military, all the people in the Mason Mob, drop the flag, drop the USA flag in the chat. Get the flag in the chat. The military, look, big time supporter of the military. I think Marines, is anybody in here in the military? Is anybody in here in the military? Is anybody in here have family in the military? And if so, drop it in the chat. Army, National Guard, Marines, Air Force. Like, we can go on and on and on. I'm not leaving anything out in particular. I'm just saying, in the chat right now, so important right now to see how you guys feel about the military. Different parts of branches of the military. I mean, Army, right? Drop it. Army, Marines, Air Force, National Guard. We love and appreciate all those people so much because they protect us in every freaking way. People are like, oh, why should they get this? They should have no tax. Why would you charge the damn military tax? Those people go out there and fight for it on a daily basis. If we go to war today, all those military men and women out there, and it's not, listen, guys, it's not just men. There's some women out there that are fighting their ass off for our country every day. All right. So at the end of the day, when you take a look at our military, we got to love and support them. Literally, unequivocally, like just so much love to our military because they're protecting us on a daily freaking basis. That shit is so important. And everybody, so hey, right now, can we just say something? We hit 180, 190 people so far in the chat at one time. Everybody put 100 in the chat right now because we're getting ready to hit 200 people. I'm going to let a lot of people back in here. I got this damn phone call, screws shit up. I'm getting ready to let 200 people in the live stream right now. Everybody drop 100 in the chat right now. Put 100 in the chat right now. And by the way, we're live every freaking day at 10 a.m. every day. If you're joining us for the first time, subscribe to this channel if you love what we're talking about. We're sports entertainment. Tomorrow we're back to the Super Bowl. But I'm just using right now, so you guys know, I'm just using my mobile device because all my shit's not done. I'm expanding some stuff, working on new locations and all that. So I just want you guys to know we're going to bring this to the top most tier level. And the special guests we have coming on, we have military people coming on the show. I forgot to say that the other day. We have sports entertainment. Obviously, we're doing a bunch of stuff. So we're going to have, obviously, in the building, NFL, NBA, UFC, bare knuckle fighters, all this stuff. We had to get a bunch of stuff done the right way this year because we had people on the show before. We didn't have the proper stuff signed. So we got to make sure we do it right. We need people to be happy and excited and what they say on the thing. If they sign waivers, we got to have that right. and bring our military people onto the show. And we will also be calling people like you live on the show. People that are watching it live right now, we will be calling people like you live on the freaking show. Just so you guys know, we're doing it every single day. That's part of what we do. Now, how do you feel about JD Vance? Rome, I appreciate you. How do you feel about JD Vance? In the chat right now, JD Vance. And by the way, we got Starbucks gift cards going out. We got Starbucks gift cards going out as well. We got a bunch of them going out. I know Pippo Mama, Tracy, we had a bunch of them the other day. Starbucks gift cards going out to people's houses. I just need to get those addresses right. They go out on Friday. Send it to you guys. JD Vance. Can we get JD in the chat right now? Can we get JD in the chat right now? Richard, I appreciate you. Richard in the chat. Bang. Awarded a Starbucks gift card going out to you. If you're on Instagram when we get off the show, go to Instagram, Brandon Mason Show. Send me a direct message with your address. Richard, I got a Starbucks gift card going out to you. People in the chat right now that are coming into the building, I do random gifts just because I see names pop up a lot. If I see your name pop up a lot, I feel like sending you something. Twisted Soul, how you feeling? Patriot in the building. JD Vance is a military man. You wonder why JD Vance loves our country so much. The man is exactly what we want. A military man in office. You want someone who might arguably put us at war? Someone who's in the military. That man might know what to do. Let's get that man out there. Let him talk a little bit. Let him explain certain things. What is Joe Biden and Kamala Harris going to do? We go to war. What are they going to do? Be honest. What are they going to do? Absolutely nothing. So let's get some people out there that are going to do shit. Donald Trump got shot in the goddamn... Did you guys see Donald Trump get shot? Yes or no? Did you guys see his reaction when Donald Trump got shot? He said, what did he say? Guys, in the chat, what did Trump say when he got shot? In the chat right now, everybody, what did Donald Trump say when he got shot? There we go. I see it coming in. Shaggy saying it. Twisted Soul saying it. What did Donald Trump say when he got shot? Bang, in the ear. Right? Oh, shit. Got up and stood up for our country. Those people allowed that to happen. Those people allowed that to happen. Legit allowed that to happen. Robert, Jamie, I see it in the building right now. Let me read somebody's message right now. Let me see something real quick. Okay. STRG, and okay. Hey, sorry. And all you guys at VA with me said that was BS. If they were looking to get him, they would have got him. Is that true? Is that true? Look, they could have protected Donald Trump better. Am I wrong? Did they leave Donald Trump hanging? Let's be honest. You got secret security. You have a young kid climbs up on a roof from down the block, and people are pointing at him like people are pointing at this kid on the roof like, hey, there's a kid on the roof. Kid on the roof. Time out. There's a kid on the roof. What the hell happened there? Why did they not end that? And I hate to say it because I hate to say shoot a kid or shoot an adult or shoot whatever. End of the day, you can't have a guy on the roof with a book bag and a gun setting up all this shit. Do you know how long it takes? Look, you gotta be a serious military person to get up on the roof, get set up in a minute, get your gun lined up and shoot accuracy like that. You gotta have experience. This man was on the roof for a long time, climbing up, put his ladder up, climbed up the ladder, with his book bag and his arsenal on his book bag, gets on the roof, gets all set up, boom, boom, lays down so long that all these people were like, hey, who's that guy up on the roof? Right? Up on the roof. The minute that happens, bang, Trump shot in the ear. And then people said he didn't really get shot. I mean, look, did you see it on TV? Did you see the blood coming out? Did he get shot? Yes or no? Guys, yes or no in the chat. Did Donald Trump get shot? Because look, a lot of people are saying no, he didn't get shot. That was bullshit, and it didn't really happen. And he didn't really get shot, and then the surgery was fake afterwards, and that's not true. Did he get shot? Yes or no? Shaggy's in the building. I appreciate the super chat. What do you think of his future meetings with X? Okay. Good question. I'm going to read that right now. All the future meetings right now. By the way, The message went so damn fast. I'm trying to pull it down. I apologize. I'm trying to see it. Shaggy, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. We love and respect you. So great to have you on the show. I'm trying to catch up on what the message actually said over here because the screen's going too damn fast. Future meetings with XI. Listen. First off, let's start with this. Donald Trump has to meet with Trump has to meet with Russia and China. Start with that. He wants to end the damn war, right? Trump wants to end the war now. That's what I want to get to right now, part of this right now. How will he end the war? Will he end the war? He did say he's going to step in office and end the war right away. The Democrats love to get on him about that. They love to get on him about that because they said they want. Well, guess what? He's in there trying to get it done. I did some research on a couple things, and I want to tell you guys something real quick. Before I get into the whole XI situation. I'm talking about real quick about Trump trying to stop the war with obviously Russia, Ukraine. There's a lot of shit going on over there, right? A lot of shit, Russia, Ukraine. And then China's involved in an awkward kind of way where you're like, are you supporting Russia or are you not? Like, what's the situation, right? Let's just think about that for a second, and I'll get to XI in a second. When you think about the way that Zelensky has handled Ukraine, literally as a man, when you think about those people, they were fleeing their country. They had to come together. By the way, in the chat right now, who do you support? I see someone put I support Russia. In the chat right now, do you support Ukraine or do you support Russia? In the chat right now, drop it in the chat. Russia or Ukraine, who do you support? Drop it in the chat right now. When you take a look at the way that war is going right now, do you realize Russia is losing way more people? Russia is losing way more people than anybody. They're getting crushed in that war, and they're trying to get over in Ukraine and take over. They're losing their damn people left and right, right? And what did we do? What did we do as our country over here? We went over there and we supported, Ukraine best we can. Have been giving them billions of dollars and weapons and all kind of shit. Michelle, welcome to the live stream. We appreciate you. And we've done so much to help them out in this war. When Trump got in there, Trump said, I'm meeting with them right now. He talked to them, whatever. The conversation that we got from them is this. Trump talked to Zelensky and said, we got to end the war now. And Zelensky said, literally, he just got fired up about his people starting to do so good that he's like, I want to win this war. So literally, it was, we're going to have peaceful talks. And then after it was peaceful talks, it went to Zelensky said, I'm fired up now. Our people finally standing up. We got ammunition. We got tanks. We got all this shit. Thank you, U.S., for giving us all this. I'm ready to freaking win this war right now. That is legit what has been transpiring over there in Ukraine now, because they've gotten the feeling that they can win this war. Not just we're battling, we can win this. We can show the world how tough we are because America has given us so much shit. Other countries have given them stuff too. But America has given them everything. Air power, airstrikes. They are ready to buckle down and get shit done. And Russia is not happy. Obviously, Russia is not happy. Russia is pissed off. Russia is feeling that America is coming for their neck. And the reality is, all this why? Because Russia wants to get over there and take over some land. Also, they don't want Ukraine to join NATO. That's kind of where this whole conversation was heading, is the simple fact that when you look at Zelensky and the kind of war, the person that he is, and you look at Russia and Putin and you go, these innocent kids, these are kids in the military. These are kids in the military, young kids in the military, right? That are out there getting smoked. Literally, they got to call those parents. Hey, just let you know, your kid on the front line, 18 years old, 19 years old, he got killed because why? Imagine that phone call. Can you imagine being that person calling home and you go, well, why the hell are we doing this in the first place? The minute your kid goes out there and listen, there is miles and miles and miles of flat ground in certain areas where bullets are traveling way across. Literally, they're shooting ammunition that is flying across. They got to dig down bunkers and hide down below the ground. These young kids have their whole life ahead of them. And they're in a situation where they're fighting for their country, trying to do the right thing. But when they're trying to do the right thing, they're literally in harm's way every single day. And those parents are like, join the military, be a tough kid, grow up. Like in America, go to the military, grow up, maybe learn some discipline and all of that. It's not like go to the military so you can go to war. It's go to the military to protect stuff, keep your country safe, right? And make sure that we check everything. We do nowadays, a lot of stuff's done with AI, a lot of stuff's done with technology. They have drones that are flying over, shooting shit. We have so many concerns right now. So many concerns. By the way, if you're watching us live right now, I'm getting ready to do a gifted membership, by the way. And I got that super chat. I'm going to send you something. Hold on one second. Let me do some membership gifting. Here we go right now. If you're watching it live right now, I'm getting ready to drop 5 membership. Let me see if I can get this done right now. Boom. Can I do it? Here we go. Trying to get it done. Bang. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Bang. Just gifted out 5 memberships to lucky people in the live stream right now. Here we go. Let's read the names real quick. Who was just gifted a membership part of our show? Nathan, you finally got it. Mahi's back in the building. I know he had some issues with his account. Here we go. Brian's in the building. Who else we got? D3. Here we go. Welcome to the live stream. City Style Boxing. Here we go. Here we go. Welcome to the Mason Mob. You are now part of our show. Andrea, how are you? Who else coming to the building right now? Minby, Trump ain't sending them no more money and the free ride is over. I'm like, hey, free ride's over, right? Hey, I just sent that in there right now. Can we get a USA chant real quick as we're having a conversation every day live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. In the chat right now, everybody put USA in the chat, please. Everybody drop USA in the chat right now to show love to our beautiful country. I got the flag behind us waving, but I had to keep going. Mexico, okay. Hey, look, wherever you're from, we appreciate you. Wherever you're from, we appreciate you. Drop it in the chat right now. If you're from another country, put your country in the chat right now. If you're from the U.S., put USA in the chat right now. If you're in the Mason Mob, put the flag in the chat. Nathan's in the building, feeling it. I see you out there. Rudy, how you doing? How you doing? Let me see something quick. Brendan Smith. Okay, is it clickbait or no? No, he actually is deporting illegal immigrants. If you're just joining us right now for the first time, the conversation that we had, we got Arizona in the building, Scotland in the building. Are we dropping? You guys really from there? You're just making some shit up. Here we go. Okay, now, yes, if you came in earlier, you saw they are deporting There's a massive raid going on right now. There's a massive raid going on right now. We're talking gang members. We're talking everything. We're in New York City right now. And those people in New York, if you're just joining us right now, we start off this conversation, okay? And Brendan, I appreciate you. If it's your first time watching, put first time in the chat right now so we can show you some love right now. Big red. I'll do a backflip on the damn screen. 500 people in the chat. I'm going to hit a backflip on the front lawn. Listen, by the way, basketball games, thousands of people coming to the building. Johnny, we appreciate you. Everybody, welcome Johnny to the chat right now. Everybody right now, starting in the chat right now. First time, Andrea, show it right now. Show love in the chat. Twisted, show it right now. Monica, we love and appreciate you. Subscribe to this channel. By the way, tomorrow we're back to the Super Bowl conversation. So if you're watching this right now, tomorrow, bang, we're back to NFL. We're sports entertainment on the platform. And we're not going to be on our mobile device all the time. We're just doing this until our studio is cleaned out. And we have all our graphics and computers and shit going on the mobile phone right now, just because we got to do that to expand part of what we're doing. Rare Breed coming to the chat. Everyone that's coming to the chat, welcome them. Everybody, welcome all the new people to the show. We're live every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. We love all you guys in here. What I'm saying is this, everybody, before we get off today, because we end at 10 o'clock. We got 5 minutes to finish our conversation. We're going to get back to that piece. It's important. All the people that are coming across illegally, right? They are literally Homeland Security. You're just joining us. Homeland Security, FBI, the government, police, whatever. They're all getting involved with the massive deportation. In New York City right now, by the way, I'm from up there, born in PA, grew up my whole life in Jersey. New York City was my favorite. Got a tattoo on my arm. By the way, shout out to Tattoo, Inkaholic Tattoos. We appreciate them here in Miami. Listen, I'm born and raised up there. And I love it so damn much. Robert, we appreciate you joining for the first time. And look, here's the thing about it. And listen, in the chat, should they deport them, yes or no? Why I'm saying this. People that are new to it, should they deport illegal immigrants, yes or no? Drop it in the chat right now as I explain this, because I got to get this moving and get ready to sign up. Yes or no, people? Should they deport illegal immigrants, yes or no? Now, I'll get back to the conversation. All these people that are coming over here right now, Animation, Dante, how you doing? Monica, Andrea, Twisted Soul. Should they deport them because we don't know who they are, right? Creole, how you doing? Comedy. They're doing it because we don't know who they are. And yes, it's happening right now. Gang members are being removed right now. And in New York City, they're thanking everybody walking around the street, thanking them because it's getting safer again. When I lived in New York, I would walk around at any given time, all through New York City. There's some rough spots, right? There's some rough spots. Let's talk about the Bronx and Brooklyn and Queens. And there's certain areas that aren't as good. Like, let's be real, it's the truth. Watching live right now, double tap the screen, hit that like button right now, everybody. Double tap your screen on your mobile device, hit the like button. Conversation about deporting illegal immigrants. It was so cool back in the day. If you stayed in New York City, you were loving it, right? David T said, Brooklyn. If you stayed in New York City, it was wonderful. You can go to Brooklyn, it was great too. Some good and bad areas. Queens, good and bad areas. Harlem, good and bad areas. But realistically, in New York City, it was mostly good. Those people can't even walk on subways right now. Can't even walk on subways because it's horrible. It's horrible. And Joe Biden has let that happen for 4 years. So let our American people be so unsafe. They bust people, okay? They bust people from the border and dropped them off and gave them money, like meal ticket cards, right? Places to sleep, cell phones, health care, like all these things, people. Do you think that that's cool? Should they have given them health care? Okay, Jesus came into the building and said, where am I getting the subway thing? I was born up there. I live in Miami now. I went back there to visit, and I go back time to time just because I love New York City. It's my favorite city in the world, and hopefully it comes back stronger than ever, and I see it coming. David T, I miss living in New York City as well. Love it, right? Love it. And everything's expensive as shit now in New York. I mean, even outside of New York. And New York's always been expensive. But outside in the borough, Brooklyn, expensive. You go there, Park Slope, these areas are out of control. They used to be cheap. They're expensive as shit. You go to Harlem, you can go all the way up into freaking almost Harlem Project. Shit is still freaking expensive. You want to go to Queens? Good luck with that. Good luck with that. It's expensive as shit. But when you go there, it's about your safety. And when I went on the subway for the first time, okay, when I went on the subway and was like, whoa, this is a different subway. It's not a culture. It's not white. It's not black. It's not Spanish. It's the simple feeling you get of the vibe of the people that are there. It's a different world. And a lot of these people have no idea who is supposed to be there and who's not supposed to be there. Who's legal and who's not legal. And guess what? When someone gets shot or transferring narcotics or doing some crazy shit, we can't figure out who they are. And then when you arrest them, like they're doing right now, when we get off this line right now, I'm going to bring you some news tomorrow. When I'm live on my computer systems again, I'm going to pull up clips and highlights. You're going to see everything. I'm going to be talking. There's going to be video clips next to me talking on the widescreen, not just like this, talking to you guys on this freaking mobile device. I'm going to be on my computer systems like my other shows are, where I pull up highlights and graphics and clips, can show you live action shit, point at it, and live guests and interview, walking around New York, people calling us from New York, calling in live from New York City, walking around, showing us what's going on, calling in from Detroit, calling in from LA, out there in California with those freaking fires going everywhere and the Democratic situation out there. What are they doing? Not even letting their people get to their house. There's a whole bunch of nonsense bullshit going on. And I'm just saying, I love and appreciate all you guys coming to the chat right now. Before we sign off today, everybody in the chat right now, one more time, put your state you're based in, because I'm going to take a screenshot. I got some lucky stuff going with some lucky people right now. Everybody in the chat right now, drop the state you're based in the U.S. right now. And if you're not from the U.S., from another country, put your country in the chat. But drop your state in the chat right now. Everybody, I see it. VA, Georgia, Kentucky. Drop it right now. Everybody, drop it right now. Hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up. Georgia, Alabama, drop it in the chat right now. Texas, Chicago, drop it. Las Vegas, Illinois, keep going, keep going. The 906, Scotland, Tennessee, Ohio, Florida, Illinois, Kentucky, Maine, Oregon, New Jersey in the building. I'm out there, I'm from there, I appreciate it. Alaska, Los Angeles, New York, let's go. Everyone drop it in the chat right now. Look, I appreciate everybody coming to the chat right now. Look, I'm not going to say everything that you want to hear. I'm not going to say everything that you're going to agree with. But what I'm going to do is tell you the reality of what I see. That's all I'm going to do right now. And then who said I make you sick? D nuts. D nuts. Look at your name, D nuts. Come on now. Willie, Mississippi. Look at your name though. D Nuts. Like that's the kind of thing. Ready? Before I sign off right now, and I'm not hating on you, I just want to explain something to you because I appreciate you coming on for a second. Your name is D Nuts. So we're gonna end the show with this. We're gonna end the show with a little comedy for D Nuts. Now, D Nuts comes into the chat, wants to be taken seriously. D Nuts comes into the chat and wants to be important. D Nuts comes into the chat and has something to say. D Nuts is gonna wonder why he doesn't have a good job. Why? Because look, your name is D Nuts. You're the same kind of person that on your application for going to get a job, you're gonna put D Nuts, and they're gonna go, you can't get a job here. The same person that will complain, oh my God, they don't like me because they're racist, or they hate me, or they don't like me because of my hair, or they like me because of my clothes, or they like me because of my smile, or whatever. That's because look how you're running your life, D Nuts. Like your name is D Nuts. My name is on here, Brandon Mason. I'm here who I am. I see a lot of names in here that come to the building. I see their names on here. Your name is D Nuts. So therefore, your name being D Nuts is why you will never accomplish much. But I'm still going to show you love and appreciate you without taking it too far. I appreciate you joining my show. I love you should do that. And he's a subscriber. And I appreciate him for joining our show. And look, without you coming in and having a conversation, my show wouldn't go anywhere. So I appreciate you. But I'm just saying, your name is D Nuts. All right? That's all I'm saying. Everyone that's in the building right now, as we sign off right now, I appreciate you. Drop your favorite emoji right now, your favorite emoji that you got on your mobile device, your favorite emoji. Drop it in the chat right now. Go through your emoji list and give me a favorite one. Boom, boom, boom. If you don't got one, put USA as I get ready to sign off. I went 2 minutes past time. Got a lot to do today. And I do appreciate everyone coming to the chat. And it's all love, D-Nuts. I appreciate you coming in. I really appreciate you. Honestly, I'm not lying. I hope you come every day. I'll have a conversation with you every single day. It's all great. I love and appreciate it. And by the way, it says I'm entitled. I worked very hard for my life. If you go back and research my background, you will see. Everyone that's coming to the chat, BMW, appreciate you. Jamie, Mine Will Beast, Monica, how you doing? Animation, Tommy, love and appreciate you. D-Nuts, we appreciate you. Bob, Michael, Gibber, let's go. Feel This Steel. Feel This Steel's in the building. We appreciate you. Shaggy, who's coming to the building right now? Everyone else, John, the bartender. What's going on? What's going on? John, the bartender, we appreciate you. Everyone, DP, everyone in the chat right now. I love all you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Tomorrow, we're back to the Super Bowl, so you guys better ready to have a conversation about the Chiefs and the Eagles live right here at 10 o'clock. We got a lot to go, and we're going to be calling some special guests in. And be ready. Be ready if you're here right now. D-Nuts, look, we can have the conversation again in a couple days. I'd love to call you into the show. D-Nuts, I would love to call you into the show here. Not tomorrow, we're doing sports entertainment talk, but the next day we're back to a conversation about what's going on. I would love to call you in so you can explain some of that. All love to every single person that comes into our chat. I'm in the poll right now, so you can see how many people voted. Bang, it's in the chat right now. Take a look at the message bar. You see it right there. We had, should illegal immigrants get deported? Yes, 74%. No, 70%. And then 8% said not the children. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're talking Eagles, Chiefs. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready tomorrow for the Eagles, Chiefs? Love you guys, and I'll see you first thing tomorrow, 10 a.m. Be here early. Don't come at 10:15. Don't come at 10:20. Don't come at 10:30. Don't come at 10:01. Come on here at 9:55 and get ready and put your message in the chat tomorrow at 10 a.m. Don't freaking miss it right here. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.